You have been told your entire life to max out your 401k. Put in as much as you can, get the match, defer the taxes, and watch it grow. It's practically a religion at this point. But what if that advice, the advice that every HR department and every financial article is drilled into your head, is actually setting you up for a massive tax bill in retirement? Today, I'm going to show you why blindly contributing to your 401k might be one of the most expensive mistakes you can make. Hi, I'm Alan Gage, President of Retirement Income Solutions. What I am about to walk you through is the conversation most advisors never have with their clients, and the reason why the ones who hear it first are almost always glad they did. The first thing you need to understand is why everyone tells you to max out your 401k in the first place. The logic sounds bulletproof. You contribute pre-tax dollars, which lowers your taxable income today. The money grows tax-deferred for decades, and then you withdraw it in retirement when you're supposed to be in a lower tax bracket. Sounds great on paper, but here's where the math starts to fall apart for a lot of people. Let's say you are 45 years old, you're earning good money, and you've been maxing out your 401k for 20 years. You've built up $800,000. Feels great, doesn't it? Here's the thing that nobody tells you. That 800 grand is not really yours. It's a partnership you have with the IRS. You owe taxes on every single dollar you withdraw, and your partner has the right to change the terms of that deal at any time. That is the part that keeps me up at night for my clients. You are deferring taxes at a known rate today to pay taxes at an unknown rate in the future. You are making a bet that your future tax rate will be lower, but think carefully about that bet. Tax rates today are near historically low levels. Government spending obligations are rising every year, and the math of federal finance points in one direction. You might be deferring 22 or 24% tax rates today to pay higher rates in the future. That is not tax savings. That is tax multiplication. And here's what most people miss entirely about their own retirement income picture. You have Social Security income coming in. You have required minimum distributions forcing money out of your retirement accounts starting at age 73 or 75, whether you need the money or not. You might have a pension. You might have rental income on top of that. Add all of that up, and suddenly your taxable income in retirement is not that much different from your working years. Sometimes it's actually higher. I have sat across the table from retirees who were stunned to realize their RMDs alone pushed them into the same bracket they were in while working. All those years of deferral to pay the same rate anyway. Except now they have no control over the timing. The IRS is calling the shots, not them. That is the tax time bomb that sits inside of most 401ks, and most people do not see it until it's already going off. Now, if you are watching this and realizing you might be building that same problem, you are not alone. This is exactly why we help clients at Retirement Income Solutions think strategically about where their money's going. If you want to understand what this means for your specific situation, I'll put a link in the description below to book a time with me. So who should actually consider stopping or reducing their 401k contributions? There are 4 situations to pay close attention to because at least one of these probably describes you right now. The first is if you are already in a low tax bracket. If you are in the 10 or 12% bracket, deferring those taxes may be actively working against you. You're already paying very little in taxes. Taking the hit now and putting money into a Roth means that money grows completely tax-free and comes out tax-free in retirement. You would be locking in one of the lowest rates in recent history instead of betting those rates will be even lower when you need the money. The second situation is if you have no tax diversification at all. Here's a quick test. Look at all of your accounts right now. Is everything you own in a pre-tax account like a 401k or a traditional IRA? If it is, you have a serious problem. Every dollar you're going to need in retirement is going to trigger a tax bill. You have zero flexibility to manage your tax brackets, and you cannot do tax-efficient withdrawal planning because every single bucket is taxable. You are not in control of your retirement income, the IRS is. The third situation is if you are within 10 years of retirement with a large pre-tax balance. This is the danger zone I see most often and the one with the least time to fix. Every dollar you add now is another dollar sitting in an account where the tax rate is unknown. And the window to restructure that money before RMDs begin is narrowing every year you wait. The fourth situation is if you have already captured your full employer match. This one I need to be very clear about. Never leave matching dollars on the table. This is free money, and the math is always going to be in your favor. But after the match, that is where the autopilot needs to stop. Every additional dollar you direct at a pre-tax account is a decision, and right now most people are making it without thinking. Here is what catches people completely off guard when they actually run the projections. Your RMDs do not stay flat. They grow as a percentage of your account every single year as you age, and your account may continue to grow even while you are drawing from it. So even if you start retirement in a low bracket, you will not necessarily stay there. Stack Social Security income on top, add any pension you may have or part-time income, and that low tax bracket assumption becomes very difficult to hold. The number of people who enter retirement expecting a lower tax rate and discover they are in the same bracket or even higher is far larger than most financial media wants to acknowledge. Here's how to actually think about this. Start by calculating your current effective tax rate. Not your marginal rate, but your effective rate. What you actually pay as a percentage of your total income. That is your baseline. Then project your retirement income from every source: Social Security, pension, retirement income, estimated RMDs based on your account trajectory. See what bracket that number actually lands in. Most people who do this exercise for the first time are genuinely shocked. Then evaluate whether Roth contributions make more sense than traditional for your situation. Many 401k plans now offer Roth options. You pay the taxes today, but qualified withdrawals come out completely tax-free in retirement. No bracket exposure, no RMD pressure. For someone in the 10, 12, or 22% bracket today, this can change the entire trajectory of the retirement tax bill. And do not dismiss taxable brokerage accounts just because they lack tax deferral. Long-term capital gains rates are generally lower than ordinary income rates for most taxpayers. Your heirs may receive a stepped-up basis that can dramatically reduce their tax burden. And the most overlooked advantage of all, complete flexibility. You withdraw what you want, when you want, with no one forcing your hand. No RMDs, no IRS-mandated distributions at the worst possible times. The 401k is a powerful tool. The problem is that most people use it on autopilot without ever asking the most important question: deferral to when and at what rate? The financial services industry has taught you to treat tax deferral as always good, but deferral is only good if the rate you pay later is lower than the rate you would pay today. For many people building significant wealth right now, that assumption is worth seriously questioning. Maxing out your 401k is not automatically the right move. Redirecting some contributions to Roth accounts or taxable accounts could potentially save significant money in lifetime taxes, not by gaming the system, but simply by paying taxes when rates are the lowest rather than when they are forced. The goal is not to minimize taxes this year. The goal is to minimize taxes across your entire lifetime, and that requires thinking beyond the advice that you got here today. The decision depends on your current brackets, your projected retirement income, and how well you have diversified across account types. If you want to see what the right mix looks like for your situation, book a time with me. The link is in the description below. Take care of yourself out there. We'll see you in the next video, and secure your future today.